Last Tuesday, the Wizards lost in disappointing fashion to Toronto, but followed up that inspired efforts of the season, dismantling the Orlando Magic 108-93. Tonight, Allen Iverson and the 76ers are in town. Losers in 10 of their last 12 games as they search for a win. It's still early in the season, but potential playoff positioning looms large in this one. The Wizards and the 76ers are next. Sportsnet presents Wizards basketball. Tonight live from the MCI Center in Washington, D.C. It's the Washington Wizards and the Philadelphia 76ers. He is third in the league in scoring, but Allen Iverson and the Sixers are one frustrated group, losing 7 of their last 8 games. However, so far this season, MJ and the Wizards have yet to top Philly. And once again tonight, Jordan will be counted on heavily. It's the third of 4 meetings this season between the Wizards and Sixers. Both squads 20-19 on the year. 6-12 on the road. They are tied for third place in the Atlantic Division with the Wizards. It'll be Allen Iverson in his 7th year from Georgetown, averaging just better than 27 points per game. He's third in the league. And Eric Snow against the Wizards in 2 games, averaging 13.5 points and 9 assists. And up front, Aaron McKee in his 9th year from Temple, with Derek Coleman, who gets his 6th start of the season. And Keith Van Horn, who last night against Milwaukee had a team-high 22 points in a losing effort. The head coach in his 6th season in Philadelphia is Larry Brown. Now with 227 wins and 190 losses, Brown in his 24th season overall as a head coach in the NBA. Your Washington Wizards have a record of 20 wins and 19 losses, tied for third in the Atlantic with Philly. They're 13-8 here at home and 7-11 on the road. Michael Jordan gets another start, his 25th of the season, with Larry Hughes, who came into the league in 1998 as the 8th pick overall by these 76ers. And against Orlando Thursday, Hughes with 22 points, 7 boards, and a season high 8 assists. Joined in the front court by Brian Russell with Brendan Haywood and Christian Laettner. Russell against Orlando, 5 rebounds, 4 steals, and 3 assists. The head coach in his 2nd season with Washington is Doug Collins, a record of 57 wins and 64 losses. Doug in his 8th season overall as a head coach after 3 in Chicago and 3 in Detroit. He's joined on the bench by Brian James, Larry Drew, Johnny Bach, Patrick Ewing, and the Wizards trainer Steve Stricker. The Wizards 100-84 in Philly. And they won the 2nd game November 30th, 95-94 here at MCI Center. Sixers lead the all-time series 152-91. Last year, the two of them played 5 times. Washington won 3, twice in D.C., once in Philly. And Philadelphia trying to beat the Wizards and take the season series, and just 9 seconds into the game, Christian Laettner called for a personal foul. Wizards come off a huge victory over Orlando Thursday night, 108-93. And the Sixers, who are 19th in the league in turnovers, averaging nearly 16 a game, throw it out of bounds.
Well, that's because they like that up-tempo. They force a lot of turnovers. They will gamble. But that time, Allen Iverson got caught up in the air, and the Washington defense did a good job of surrounding him and containing him. Wizards played a brilliant game against Orlando without Jerry Stackhouse, their leading scorer. And they just shot lights out in the first half, 56%. Michael Jordan was unbelievable with 20 points in the first quarter. Well, it's kind of interesting. Jordan gets off to a good start making his first shot. You know, the first first quarter, they had 38 points. The fourth quarter, they had 34 points. And in both those quarters, they shot well over 50%. It was a 2 quarters in the second and the third, but they fell down a little bit. Their shooting percentage came down, and so did their point total.
They're 38 points in the first quarter, the highest quarter this season, as the shot is blocked and chased down by Larry Hughes. Larry Hughes came to shoot around this morning, but went home after taking some medicine for a stomach virus. But he says he's okay now, and in fact was checked out just a little while ago. And I asked him before the game. He says, I'm all right, and let's hope he is.
I was going to say, a lot of times just before a game, when that adrenaline starts to flow, that starts to get your system back in gear. And of course, he's going against the team that originally drafted him and one of his friends in Allen Iverson, so I'm sure he's up for this occasion.
Keith Van Horn, who averages 8 rebounds a game, gets one there and scores. Now, the book on Philly this season has been that, especially in this little losing skid they've got, Jordan inside and gets the bounce, is that they have started very slowly. They really haven't played well in the first half. Then they've come on and tried to play catch-up in the second half, and it's hurt them.
They played an awful lot of close games. 11 games that they've played that have been decided by 3 or less points.
Iverson with a great move. Laettner didn't challenge him because he's got a foul, and Allen missed the shot. Iverson averages 27.1 points a game, and that's 3rd in the league. And he's also #1 in minutes. Hughes off the glass scores.
Good decision by Larry. He kind of sensed Coleman was going to challenge him if he took it all the way to the basket, just pulled up for that short 5-foot jump shot.
Coleman playing in his 29th game and getting his 6th start on the season. McKee inside, nowhere to go. Ball on the ground, knocked out of bounds. They'll give it to Philly with 6 seconds on the shot clock as we check our Department of Health injury report. It's Jerry Stackhouse. Now, I just received word prior to the game that Stackhouse has been cleared for light workouts tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday if he's in April 16th in Philadelphia. Ill-advised pass and picked off by Coleman for Snow. And he's run out of the paint by Russell. Van Horn over Haywood, and the follow no good. Jordan tries to pull it away, and Coleman comes out of there with it. And Donnie Vaden says to reset the 24-second clock to 22 seconds because the ball hit the rim and it was never reset.
That was a good catch by the official. Sometimes it's hard to realize whether that ball actually hit the rim or not, but he picked it up.
The Wizards have been stuck on 9 for a while. Coleman shoots over Haywood and misses. MJ with a rebound.
Now, this is a team unlike any other team in the league that you really have to be a little bit more cautious of your passing and your passing lanes. They average over 10 steals a game. They've got some quick players that do an excellent job of picking up the passing lanes.
Got to cover Iverson. Last 4 seasons.
I tell you, his steal numbers are remarkable. He's never averaged less than 2 steals a game.
Michael Jordan is 63 points short of Wilt Chamberlain for 3rd on the all-time. Juan Dixon, Kwame Brown, and Brendan Haywood, so Jordan gets a rest with 6 points in the period. Underneath to Kwame, nice pass, short jumper, no good.
Boy, just take a little bit more time. He got worked real hard to get that inside position.
Well, that guy can leap out of the building.
Yes, he can. Got those young legs.
Thomas, that's blocked by Haywood, and Kwame chases it down.
He got pushed.
Dixon comes up with it. Dixon works free for the jumper.
Boy, nice move by Juan, using the left hand, hesitation dribble just to get to the middle in the open spot, pull up for the short 8-footer.
His last game prior to coming back from the injury was the game against Philadelphia when he hit the 18 points. Great pass underneath. Skinner scores easily.
Kwame has to do a better job of staying in front of his man, Kenny Thomas, so that he doesn't require help from Brendan Haywood. Brendan left his man, and that left him wide open.
Trying to go inside to Kwame. Again, Dixon back to Brown. Up strong off the glass. Too strong. Tipped away. They'll give it to Washington with a fresh 24. Doug Collins will bring Kwame Brown over to help school him. Look at that. Right on the court. Doug Collins tells Kwame Brown how to get down in a defensive position.
Well, look at Juan, the hesitation move, using the left hand, pulls up for the short jumper. Nice looking shot.
Kwame lurking underneath. He got away from Skinner for a moment, but they couldn't find him. Now Haywood inside, goes up and scores. Assist. So he has helped to bring this Wizards team back, as has Tyronn Lue. McKee inside. They go back to McKee on Dixon. Good defense. Inside Skinner. Skinner's jump hook is good. Brian Skinner, who grew 8 inches from his senior year of high school to his freshman year at Baylor. Now in his 5th season in the league. Eight seconds to shoot. Dixon in the paint, around the screen, the fadeaway, blocked out of bounds. And the reset the clock, but Donnie Vaden is questioning that. And let's see what they do. Fans, Netstar One is a world-class leader in technology services, specializing in providing IT solutions that enable government and industry to operate and communicate seamlessly. Call Netstar One at 800-685-8050 for more info.
Boy, Greg Buckner is a strong defensive player. He's the one that followed Juan Dixon to the baseline and eventually got the block. They're still trying to figure out what they need to reset the clock.
Gonna put 1 second on it.
And I think that's very gracious for the Wizards, yeah.
Dixon way outside. Oh, like that! A rainbow from the former Maryland Terp.
Well, I tell you what, I know if I'm Larry Brown, I'm thinking that play may come back to haunt you.
What a shot by Dixon. Thomas blocked inside by Kwame with no call. Very physical in there. That was an amazing shot by Dixon. Lue works free. Missed it. Needed that. Wizards by a point. Snow all the way, blocked by Haywood, and an offensive foul is called on Philadelphia. It's on Snow. Take another look at this shot by the great star from Maryland.
Well, we thought that they were very generous in giving Washington that 1 second, but they make the most of it. Not 2, but 3. That's the second ball that Christian has lost in that same area and just been picked clean. Once again, this team leads the league in steals. They average about 10.5 a game.
Dixon off a screen has another one. Beautiful jumper. 9 points for Juan Dixon, who's season high and career high 18 against these Sixers on November 30th. And Juan is 4 of 7. Snow with a great move on Leitner and scores. They are penetrating and getting points in the paint.
Got to cut that penetration down and keep them on the perimeter. This is not a great shooting team, this Philadelphia team.
Juan again, this time for 3. Got another one.
Well, good setup. Jordan saw it all the way, and it looked like that's what his first intention would be, to get the ball to Juan Dixon.
12 points for Dixon in 10 minutes of play. McKee. Beautiful shot. Boy, he uses his body and those elbows to get you away from him.
Yeah, he really locked Juan Dixon in.
3 points for McKee. Lue fires. That's way short. 7 rebounds for Van Horn. Here's McKee. 3-point jumper. Leitner, good job. Tip in by Kwame. A A great season. Juan Dixon has come off the bench to spark this Wizards club tonight.
Yeah, he's playing some excellent ball, particularly on the offensive end. Got this three-pointer off. Has 2 3-pointers on the night. Here's the second one right here. Juan Dixon, 5 for 7, has 12 points in a very short period of time, providing an awful lot of energy and point production off the bench. And you see the shot chart, only 2 missed shots. He's 5 for 7, doing a great.
Kwame drives, gets bumped, and he will shoot a pair of free throws.
I tell you, all Kwame has to do is go in the pull some of these games up on tape and realize how much more of an advantage what he spent doing in the weight room this offseason has meant to him. He's able to play off that contact and get the shot to go down. Or he didn't get it to go down, but get the shot off, but still had a good chance of getting it to go down.
He's got 4 points and 5 rebounds, 3 of them offensive as Leitner comes out. As does Brian Russell. Brendan Haywood back in with Bobby Simmons. Kwame will try again. He missed the first. He's a 72% free throw shooter and misses both of them. Great pass, blocked inside, and Thomas gets it back and scores. What a pass by Iverson. And Philly leads by 5.
Yeah, I don't think Allen gets enough credit for his passing ability. He's known for shooting so much. That one called a charge on Larry Hughes. But Iverson known for shooting so much. One of the league leaders in shot attempts usually, but has great body control, dumps that pass off. He commands so much attention that you would think that he would want to be a good passer as well.
3-pointer that time by Allen. Number 49 on the season. He's got 15 points, and the Sixers are now back up by 8. Michael Jordan scores. MJ has 8 points.
Boy, with that matchup there, him being guarded by Eric Snow, I'd like to see more of Jordan getting the ball in the shooting area without the defense being in a position to help out.
Hughes goes for the steal, and Iverson misses short. And that is the end of the first half of basketball. So Philadelphia ends the half on a 9-2 run, and Allen Iverson a big part of that. 15 points on 6 of 15 shooting, a couple of free throws. Juan Dixon had 12 and MJ had 8, and at the break the Sixers lead the Wizards by 6. What's expected of them? 100% from 3-point range. They made all 3 of their 3-pointers. 42% from the field, but just 2 of 6 from the free throw line. That's 33%.
And once again, that's where you really miss a player like Jerry Stackhouse. He's going to force the issue. He's going to make sure you get to the free throw line. 6 attempts, you got to get to the line a little bit more than that, although the officials have been letting them bang quite a bit. But a tremendous effort. Ebb and flow was up and down. Juan Dixon came in and really provided some excitement and some real good production off the bench.
Too bad he doesn't get the fans excited when he comes in.
They love him here, don't they?
Yeah.
Here's his first shot. Does a nice job of weaving himself his way to the middle for that short jumper. Here gets the assist from Kwame Brown. Backdoor on Eric Snow for the 2. They put 1 second on the shot clock, and he's able to get this shot off just in time. One of his 2 3-pointers on Dixon. 12 points in only 11 minutes. But on the other side, Keith Van Horn has been extremely active, not just offensively, but also in the steals department. He has 3 steals. That's one of them right there. Of course, those turnovers turn into points for Philadelphia. Once again, they get the ball out quickly. 6 fast break points. Washington has yet to get anything on fast break points.
Allen Iverson has 15 points in the half as you check the first half stats, and points in the paint glaring once again as it was the last time they played.
Well, no question about it. You know, this team also getting forcing the turnovers and getting the offensive rebounds. They had 11 offensive rebounds. So again, the inside game going to be important, but you got to get to the free throw line.
9 Washington turnovers, 15 Philadelphia points. Somehow they've got to try to protect the ball better.
Well, again, take the game the other night against Orlando. They're not nearly as quick laterally, and they don't pick off the steal. So Washington got away with some passes that this team tonight picking off.
Well, see if the Wizards can come back. They were down by 9. Right now they trail by 6 at the half as the Wizards meet the 76ers for the 3rd time this season, trailing 47-41. Jordan hanging for Laettner, wide open from the baseline. Tip up by Haywood, knocked out of bounds. They'll give it to Philadelphia. Pick in the 95 draft by Philadelphia after 2 years at UNC. Played his first 2 full seasons and 22 games of his 3rd season with the Sixers before they traded him to the Pistons with Eric Montross for Theo Ratliff, Aaron McKee, and a 1st-round pick.
Use a lift from Bryant.
11 points has been their largest lead. Iverson inside. That's blocked by Haywood.
That's the 19 block for Washington. They've done a good job defensively in that department.
And that is the 4th block of the game. Jordan shoots no good. 4th block of the game for Brendan Haywood, which ties his season high, which he had against Indiana, Milwaukee, and San Antonio. And the Wizards get the steal.
That was all Jordan that came up with that steal.
Russell again fires a jumper. Ooh, rimmed it. Tip up by Haywood to Hughes for the open shot. Iverson, bingo. 17 points for Allen Iverson, and the lead back up to 10. Inside to Haywood, slams it in.
I think that may have been the first time they really looked inside this second half.
8 points in the game for Haywood with 4 blocks. Iverson, who draws contact in the lane. It's on Hughes.
That's something you don't want to do, is start sending this team, particularly Iverson, to the line. Here's the last Wizard possession. They look inside. Good position established by Brendan Haywood. You see him keeping Derek Coleman off. Van Horn tries to help, but it's just too late.
Doug Collins talking to Donnie Vaden. He says, look, Iverson gets the left arm out and pushes off with it, which every player does.
And really, that was a bailout call because he really had no chance of getting a good shot off.
Well, Larry Hughes comes out of the game. Doug Collins still pleading his case now to Leroy Richardson. Leroy says, hey, that wasn't even me on this side of the court when it happened. Iverson makes 1 of 2. Has 18 points in the game, approaching the 6-minute mark in the 3rd quarter. Wizards down by 9, and Dixon turned it over. Can't make mistakes against this team. 13 points for Snow. Timeout, Philly by 11.
Washington has to do a better job of handling the basketball and dealing with the pressure that they apply, make it work towards them, try and get some easy baskets. But they've got to do a better job of protecting the basketball. You see this team, almost 10.5 steals per game. That's #1 in the league. And they turn those into a lot of points. They also lead all of their opponents by almost 7 points. The points in the paint, they lead them in second chance points, also lead them in fast break points.
Dixon, Russell, Jordan, Haywood, and Oakley for Washington. Here's MJ. Works free for the jumper and misses. Coleman, another big rebound. They're 17th in the league overall in rebounding. And they throw it away. Last season, Philly was 2nd in the league in scoring defense. They gave up just 89.4 points a game. Right now, they're allowing 94.3, which is 16th in the league. Oakley will take the jumper. That's well short. Jordan saves it into Dixon, who shoots and misses. Iverson works free. 20 points for Allen Iverson, as the Wizards are shooting just under 40% from the floor.
Well, a hard pick set by Jordan that really knocked Iverson back.
Dixon gets hammered and will shoot a pair as Larry Hughes gets set to check in, and the Sixers have their largest lead of the game. 13 points. Juan on the season, 9 of 11 from the free throw line, now 10 of 12. High is 7, which he had against Atlanta last season on December 19th. And the Sixers just continue to shoot lights out. In this quarter, Philadelphia is 6 of 12 from the field. That's
50%.
50%, exactly. Didn't want to let me get that one in there, did you?
I sure didn't.
Jordan draws a foul. All right, smart guy. The Wizards are 3 of 15. What's that?
That's 20%.
You're right. Boy, that Cal education never ceases to amaze me. All 3 years of it.
I tell you, Greg Buckner is a very strong defensive player. This time he picks up the foul going after Jordan, but still making things tough. What did I tell you a couple of years back? Those 3 years are worth 6 at James Madison. I mean, JMU.
Oh, man. Kwame Brown, Tyronn Lue in the Wizards lineup now, with Dixon, MJ, and Oakley. Larry Hughes leaving the court, so don't know why, but we did tell you earlier that Larry had stomach ache and left from shoot-around today, and don't know if that's bothering him, but we'll check. Meantime, he's left the court. Sixers by 11. Hughes 2 of 5 tonight, has 4 points. Another open jumper, and Oakley is there. MJ tries the lane and gets hit as he goes up. He'll shoot a pair. Called it on Keith Van Horn, and on Van Horn his third personal.
Well, this is a good way to attack this team before the defense really gets set so that they get in their helping positions. Van Horn a little late in getting back. He picks up the foul. But Jordan, recognizing no shot blockers behind him, was able to break down Greg Buckner and get to the basket.
Michael makes the first. Fans individual tickets for Wizards home games through the month of March are available now. Come see this man, the legend, Michael Jordan, in his final NBA season. Larry Hughes and all your favorite Wizards as they take on the stars of the NBA. To get your tickets, call 202-432-SEAT. Visit any Ticketmaster outlet or order online at WashingtonWizards.com. Jordan makes them both. He's got 14 points. And the Wizards cut it to 9. Iverson drives inside and is fouled by Dixon, who reaches in and grabs Allen on the arm.
Is that 4-on-1?
Yes, it is.
Number 3, Juan Dixon. It's his 4th personal foul. Team's 5th penalty.
So the Wizards are penalized, and Allen Iverson will shoot 1+.
You see Doug talking to Juan. I'm sure he's giving him some good advice there about defense. Sometimes you want to go for the steal. Other times you just want to play position and disrupt the concentration of your opponent.
21 points for Iverson. But who would have thought this? When the Wizards played the Sixers last, that was the day that Donovan McNabb was injured.
That's right.
And it looked like their season may be over. But instead, they're one step away from the Super Bowl. They play Tampa Bay tomorrow, or actually Sunday. Yeah, that's
amazing.
That's tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the NFC Championship game. Jordan for Kwame. Back to MJ, who shoots and scores. 16 points on the night for Michael Jordan, who averages 18.1 a game. That's the Wizards' first field goal in over 4 minutes of play. Van Horn baseline. Around Kwame, he stepped on the line again, and they turn it over. I
tell you, they're allowing a lot of contact. We've seen contact in front of us on the baseline. we've seen those kind of plays get the whistle, but tonight that's not the case, and they're doing it on both sides. So players are understanding this is how the game's being called.
Jordan has the last 6 Wizards points. This is that. Van Horn with a rebound. He's got 9. They leave Iverson open, and he misses. Knocked away by Kwame.
Another hard pick set by Jordan.
Iverson looks at the official, and Donnie Vaden says, "What do you want from me?" MJ's jumper. 18 points for Jordan. 10 in the quarter. Wizards cut the lead to 7. Iverson is fouled by Oakley.
That's one of those kind of fouls that can leave a bruise mark on the leg. He tries to get around Oakley. Oakley gets that left leg out, catches him around the thigh. If he catches him clean, boy, that can leave a bruise.
Larry Hughes has left the game with a stomach virus. Snow shoots on Lou and scores. Beautiful play by Eric Snow. He's got to be one of the most underrated players in the NBA. This Monday afternoon, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Wizards will entertain the Denver Nuggets. And that means Juwan Howard and Chris Whitney, although Whitney is injured. And then Wednesday, they'll be in New Orleans to take on the Hornets for the first time this season. Then move on to Chicago, where Michael Jordan will play for the final time in his illustrious career against the Bulls. The final time in Chicago. And that'll be an emotional day. Our Sun Microsystem upcoming games. Well, Allen Iverson is back in. He sat out the first 3 minutes and 33 seconds of this quarter. And the Wizards were not able to capitalize, and in fact have now outscored Philadelphia has now outscored the Wizards 6-2. But 4-2 with Iverson sitting on the bench. They'll call a foul on Brian Skinner. And the Wizards will have it on the side. Largest lead of the night. 14 points for Philadelphia. As they try to capture the season series, even though they'll have one more game left, they've won the previous 2 played this season. 7 seconds to shoot. Dixon goes one-on-one, now kicks it out for Lou. Shoots the runner and misses short. Tips it to Kwame with a new 24. He goes inside, had it knocked away. The Wizards turn it over.
76ers ball.
I didn't feel comfortable with the range shot that he had, and decided to try and get closer. But in doing that, turned it over. That's the team's 17th turnover of the game and the 4th in this quarter.
Philly commits their 14th turnover. Lou around the screen. Tip up, and it will not count. A loose ball foul on Kwame Brown.
I'll give him an A for effort going to the offensive boards here, but he comes over the back, and that basket won't count.
This time last year, after 39 games, the Wizards were 19-20, so they've actually got a better record now at 20-19. After 40 games, they were 20-20, which if things continue the way they are tonight, they will be after tonight's game. They went on to finish the All-Star half of the season, the first half, at 26-21, so they won 6 of their next 7 last season. And then following the All-Star break, they lost 9 of 10 last season. Dixon for his 3rd three-pointer of the night. And Juan Dixon has a new career high of 19 points. His old career high of 18 set against the 76ers on November 30th.
I get the impression Jordan really taking a good look to find out where Juan is.
Iverson inside, lays it underneath. It's stolen by Jordan. Sixers by 11. Alley-oop. Haywood score the basket. And they didn't call a foul. A lot of contact.
I think Kwame thought that pass was for him, but it was a little bit out of his range, but it was perfect pass to Brendan Haywood.
Game summary, a new career high for Juan Dixon. Points in the paint in all Philadelphia. And points off turnovers have been absolutely devastating to Washington.
Very similar to the last time these teams played. But here's a beautiful pass from Jordan. Goes over Kwame right there, thinking it was for him, but actually it was for Brendan Haywood. Perfect lob to the basket. And Haywood gets it down.
The Wizards' last fast break, their first fast break points of the night.
Well, they need several more stops, though, to get back into this game.
Trailing by 9, Philly's largest lead, 14. Here's Iverson, and he got fouled by Lou.
Iverson is so quick. He's able to maneuver around the court. Lou trying to beat him to a particular point, but also gets the contact.
Allen makes the free throw.
Iverson, number 2 coming into this game in free throws attempted.
369 now on the season. Lou ahead of the pack, lost the ball, and the Wizards turn it over.
Unfortunate. Iverson got a piece of that, and that's why he didn't handle the pass.
18 turnovers for the Wizards. Washington's season high in turnovers, 23 at Philadelphia on November 17th, and Van Horn hits again. Van Horn has had trouble this year staying in games. He's fouled out of a bunch of games, 7. But tonight he's 7 of 8 and has 17 points. Kwame spins, got fouled, and they called it.
Can't depend on that official to make that call. He needs to hold on to that ball a little bit stronger. Looked like it was a little loose, a little lackadaisical in just handling that ball. And this is a very tough team, always looking to get a piece of the ball.
Jordan knocks another one down. MJ has 20 after scoring 32 Thursday night against Orlando. Michael 8 of 20 from the field. Knocked away by Jordan. Snow, baseline Coleman. Jordan again. How about that? Jordan almost single-handedly trying to get the Wizards back in this game.
Well, they've got to get some stops. There's no other way around it.
Down by 8, 4 minutes to play in regulation. And Lou knocked away. They'll give it to the Wizards. Great defense by Ty Lue.
Well, he did a good job. He stayed down low. And he was trying to just keep his feet in front of Iverson, but Iverson exposed the ball to him, and that's when he got a piece of it. It goes off of Allen's hand. Wizard ball.
That's Iverson's 6th turnover of the night. See the scoring run in the last 2.5. Jordan again. Missed that one. Dixon slips in to get the rebound. Underneath Kwame. Gets fouled, he'll go to the line. Wizards have sparked life into this sellout crowd at MCI Center. The 63rd consecutive sellout.
Well, obviously things are getting a little desperate now, so they've got to get in there and score. Jordan gets the lob pass. The defense of Philadelphia a little bit off balance.
Now down by 7. Iverson, great defense by Lou, and Dixon pulls it away. Jordan, Lou, the open jumper. Larry Brown wants time. The Wizards are back in it. Down by 5 with 3:02 to play. And as he is for just about every Wizards game, sitting courtside.
The Wizards outscoring Philadelphia 14-9 this quarter, and they've also out-rebounded them 8-2.
8 seconds to shoot. Snow now guarded by Lou. Spins on him. Jumper. Oh, what a shot. Eric Snow with 19 points. And that ties his season high. Jordan, tough fadeaway, draws a foul. That's the 3rd on McKee. Jordan will go to the line. He's made all 4 of his free throws tonight.
Oh, you're talking about some tough defenders. Aaron McKee and Greg Buckner. Very tough, tight defensive players. Aaron gets called for the foul. They disagree with the official, but Jordan will be shooting 2.
Michael Jordan has played 40 minutes tonight. That's his first miss from the line. He's also got 6 rebounds and 6 assists to go along with his 22 points. You see the free throw shooting. It is not good for Washington. Larry Brown, season before last, took his team to the NBA Finals, losing the series 4-1. Wizards need a hoop here and a stop. Jordan for Kwame inside, slams it in.
Now that was a good move there. He puts the ball on the floor and gets the dunk. Once again, you've got to do it quickly because this team will collapse on you very quickly.
This is as close as the Wizards have been in a while.
Kwame evidently got hit in the nose. His nose was bleeding, so they had to stop the game. Watch Kwame right down there finish up with the dunk.
And 4. As close as it's been since it was 47-43 in the 3rd quarter. Wizards run 2 on 3. Now 3 on 3. Jordan around Snow. Yes, indeed. And the lead is 2. 25 for his airness. 17 points in the second half for Jordan. 1:15 to play in regulation. McKee and Jordan got him on the elbow. Knocked away and stolen. McKee fouled again by Jordan, and this time he goes up to Leroy Richardson and says, "I never touched him." To Juan, they need another 3. Michael will try it, and it's too far away. Lou, Dixon for 3. Missed that one. Lou again. Jordan for 3. Airballed it, and that's going to effectively do it here tonight.
Well, they certainly got their shots at that possession.
They had at least 4 or 5 shots at a 3-pointer. And a foul. They had 4 3-point attempts, 2 by Juan and 2 by MJ, and missed all 4.
Well, you can see Jordan setting up for that one. It hits the front of the rim, but Lou gets the rebound, kicks it out to Dixon. Once again, Lou gets another rebound. Jordan misses everything, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Before those missed threes, the Wizards were 5 of 8 from 3-point range. But a Philadelphia 76er team that has dropped 7 of 8 games, and in a recent 6-game homestand went 1-5, is about to get the victory to go 21-19 on the season. Team coming in, somebody had to win, somebody had to lose. Philly improves to 21-19, and the Wizards fall to 20-20 on the season, exactly where they were this time last year after 40 games.
With Dallas leading the way, getting